See who shows up tonight. Well, hello, Critch. How are you, my friend? Boy, those the picture of those wrenches was sure beautiful. Wow. You do lighting. Well, I guess that's why you are a master photographer. Your lighting is just phenomenal. And oh, by the way, I laughed at the eggs on the forks today too. So keep posting. I really appreciate it. It inspires me to be better. Inspires me to pay much closer attention. So for those of you who don't know, I'm talking to my friend and fellow judge of the Idaho State Fair. His name is Kim Critchfield. If you have a chance to check out his photography, I really suggest you do. He's just a master. I am. My world is better because I have Kim Critchfield as a friend and colleague. So get a chance to check out his Facebook. You want to plug? Do you have a website, Critch? If you do, put it up here and I'll send it across. So there you go. Hello, Sharon, and my sister, Donna Jacobs has joined us, so should be fun. I love it. I love it when my family joins me because they know where all the bodies are buried. I think some of my family are always surprised that I can even walk and chew gum at the same time, much less do something like drink coffee and talk on the Facebook too. So, how's the sound, all? Looks like it's okay. All right. I think everything's together, which when there's 3 minutes left always makes me nervous because that often means something's going to crash. So we'll just have to see. So, sis, is that evening good or good evening, or is that a response to a question? I'm her little brother, and of course, I came along quite a bit after her, which makes her significantly older, and I have terrorized this wonderful woman her entire life, and occasionally I feel guilty for it, but I am the younger brother. It's kind of my lot in life. So thank you, sis. I sure appreciate who you are, and I love you dearly. Hello, Elise. All right, the regular crowd shuffling in. Ah, I like it. Evening's pretty good so far, too. Although technically B is no longer family, she certainly seems as if she is family to me, so thank you. Need the dog to come down so I have something to do. Sometimes she lets me throw the ball for her while the show starts, so. Well, hello, Facebook and all the world. Let's go. What do you say? Tonight? Well, tonight I have blazing fast internet, and I hope I didn't just jinx it. I'm going to talk about a photograph from the north shore of Shoshone Falls, a view that you don't often see. I'm going to talk a little bit about Valentine's for AIDS show that is down at 1015 Main Street at the Art Source Gallery. And yeah, I'm going to rant a little. Had a interaction today on Facebook that I found a bit upsetting. So what do you say we get started? Here's a little cartoon I dug up, and it will relate to the rant, which I will get to in a bit. But first let's start with the beautiful stuff. This is a photograph I posted on Facebook, and I thought maybe you would want a little bit more of the details of it. So as you can probably tell, although it's not really obvious, the falls in the middle of this photograph, the middle left, is Shoshone Falls. Now normally we go down and we enter the park, go through Twin Falls and enter the park, and you see it from the, by the where the stand is, the concession stand, or maybe you walk up to that really cool observation point. But this is completely on the other side. You can tell along the bottom, that is the cliff. That bottom brown piece is the cliff. As you look down over, you can see the Idaho Power Plant down there in the corner, the thing with the red bush. And you can see all the development that's up above that. There's a few houses in there. There's a lot of stuff going on with Idaho Power, all their plumbing. Hard to, we think of plumbing as this is plumbing like this, a great big waterworks. And the water actually comes off of the falls and then drops down off that cliff into the power plant. It's just fascinating. I got to tour that whole thing when I was Idaho Power Centennial Artist. The water is this is early spring, and you can tell that partially by the flow of the falls, and it has kind of an odd green tint. It really is kind of that color sometimes of the year, kind of beautiful. The sky, I didn't honestly, to be 100% honest, I don't like the sky very much in this image. I didn't get it quite right. It's a little, what photographers call blown out, because to get the exposure right on the cliffs, I didn't get the sky quite right. But the image itself has got so much power to it that it's one of my favorites. And it will be in Idaho Waterways, just around the bend. What do you think? You like that image? Do you think it should be in the book? Please let me know. Kind of fun. All right, my friends. So one of the things that's wonderful about my world is I'm a member of the Art Source Gallery. The Art Source Gallery is at 1015 Main. And we had an interesting opportunity caused by a crisis, and we were able to help solve it. As those of you who live in Boise know, for 28 years, the Flying M has sponsored something called Valentine's for AIDS. And for the first time, they were going to have to cancel it. They were going to have to shut it down because there's just no way, with the way our world works and social distancing and in all of the spacing that would be required, they couldn't do it. So fortunately, wiser minds than mine got together and they decided, hey, ArtSource has a little room, we have some space, let's see if we can get some of the Valentine's for AIDS artists to move down to the ArtSource Gallery. ArtSource Gallery is open 10 to 6, got some time, we're open 6 days a week, and it's fantastic. So guess what, my friends? We were able to put it together in almost minutes. I worked a little bit on the project. I didn't have that much to do with it. I want to thank Jeannie Sue Wepner and I believe Steph Teeter and maybe Lauren Kistner. A whole bunch of people really got together and got behind us, and they threw this show up. I shouldn't say that. They put this show together miraculously in a very short time. So let me show you a little video. I was lucky enough to interview Kent, who is the manager, actually the owner of Flying M, and his manager. So let's go through that, my friends. Here's a little video. Hello, everybody. David Day here, and man, do I have a special treat. I am here with Kent from Flying M, and I'm going to turn the camera around, and we're going to talk to him a bit. So, let's see. All right, never mind. I'm not going to turn the camera around because it's not going to let me. So, let's just do this. Kent, tell me who you are.
Hey, I'm Kent Collins, and I own the Flying M Coffee House downtown.
And why are you standing here amongst all this beautiful artwork?
You guys are helping us this year with Valentine's for AIDS.
So tell me a little bit about what Valentine's for AIDS is and how long you've been doing it and all that kind of stuff.
This is the 28th year.
Holy baloney.
Long time, yeah.
Long time.
The original, one of the original owners, Lisa Myers, started this. She had two of her best friends from high school pass away from AIDS. So she wanted to do something to help the cause. And so all those years ago, she started with a tiny little auction.
Yes.
And it's 28 years later. It's come
Wow.
to this. Yeah.
So with COVID, you had some challenges. What did you do to help overcome that?
Well, with the coffee house and social distancing, we're a pretty small space anyway. And so there was just no way that we could have, kept regular business going and done the auction. So it was canceled for this year for a couple months. And then out of the blue, Jeannie Sue from ArtSource emailed me and offered up this space for us to have this year. So it was a big surprise to all of us, and it's amazing because we thought the charity wouldn't be getting much this year. So
tell me really quickly, or take your time. What is happening here? What's going on with all this artwork here?
well, we picked a small group of artists this year because there's a limited space here. And instead of, we usually do a silent auction, this year, just to kind of streamline things, the artists actually priced their pieces. And all of the proceeds are going to go to SNAP.
Ah, wonderful. Tell me what SNAP is.
Safety Net Against AIDS.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's a great group. They help pay for medications and food, housing, so it's great.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
So, this work will be up for the entire month of February. And this ArtSource Gallery is open. We're back to our full hours. We're open Monday through Saturday. We're open 10 to 6. So if you want to come down and help this amazing cause, please do. We're open Monday through Saturday. We take Sundays off. But it is just beautiful. I'm so happy with all this artwork. I can't seem to find the turnaround camera button. Well, all right. So I can't turn around, so I'm just going to step out of the way here, and I'll pan through all this beautiful artwork. Kent, did I thank you? I don't think I did. Thank you very much for doing what you do. As you can see, folks, there's some amazing artwork up here. There's some work from Cindy. It's a very great collection. There's some of our own artists here, but it's mostly other people who have stepped up on very, very, very short notice. There's one of Zella's beautiful chess pieces. And it's only $165. Again, all the proceeds go to SNAP and AIDS benefit. This is the temporary location for Valentine's for AIDS, the 2021 edition. Please come down. ArtSource Gallery, 1015 Main. We're open 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. All right, my friends, thank you. Oh man, I gotta tell you, one thing I need to let you know that it is first come, first serve on the artwork. As I say, on the day I work, 6 different pieces sold. So if you saw something in that video that you want, you need to get down there tomorrow, 10 o'clock. We are going to update the art over the month, put some stuff in and out so it will continue to flow, but what's there may not be there tomorrow. So get down and get a chance to help this cause out. And I'm so proud of the group that my friends and my co-workers at the ArtSource Gallery, co-owners, I guess, at the ArtSource Gallery. It really warms my heart to think that there is still hope. There's still a lot of good in the world. So let's go to a little different circumstance here. So I'm on Facebook, and as some of you may have noticed, um, I've been trying to kind of generate some conversation. Just ask, what are you afraid of? What are you grateful for? Something like that. I do that for a couple of reasons. One, I'm running out of things to say on the show, and it's kind of nice to find out what amazes you. And I posted this, really simple. Tell us your COVID success story. Put it behind a beautiful flower, above a beautiful flower. If you got there early, you noticed that I couldn't spell success. My friend Tony was nice enough to point it out to me on private message instead of making me embarrassed. But I posted, and there were some great people talking about how they'd had some successes during the COVID story. But unfortunately, I had a friend who decided that it was her job to tell us that the virus is not very virulent, it's not important, that she has survived several pandemics, which is interesting because we really only had a couple, and she's roughly 40, so I think this is only the second true pandemic. The other would have been Ebola, and it did not affect the United States much because we got on it quick. So she decided that she needed to comment. And I was relatively polite in my first stop because she said one thing. She said, I've not told anybody to stay safe. Why would you do that? Even if you don't believe that the virus is important, or the virus is fatal, or the virus is even real, you still should want to have people be safe. I got to tell you, I was diagnosed, I came up positive 5.5 weeks ago, and I'm still having serious difficulties. I do not have full strength back, and I have fatigue almost every day. I'm having some trouble breathing. I'm beginning to think that it might be permanent. If not permanent, it's certainly something they call long haul. So I take this coronavirus pretty serious. I lost a neighbor. In this group, we've had several people who have lost people. We've had several people who have been extremely sick. It is not a joke. And I got a little bit pissy. Now, I have never, in all of the years I've been on Facebook, I was a pretty early adopter, I have never publicly blocked anybody, and I've certainly not publicly blocked anybody that I know very well. I do know this woman fairly well. We have been at a couple of events. She is a photographer, and I use that term loosely because I have friends who are photographers. And okay, I try not to be negative, so I'm not going to say more on that. But I'm not even going to give her I'm not even going to tell your name. So she's no Kim Critchfield. I'll tell you that. So I blocked her, and I felt a little guilty because here's this woman who has followed me for quite a while, who only was expressing her opinion. And, in the world, we kind of need to accept opinions. I have lots of friends who are on that edge where maybe they don't think the virus is as real as it is, or maybe there aren't as many deaths as there are. I understand people have lied to them, and because they've been lied to, they believe those lies, so they know that they don't believe in science, many of them. That's fine. I disagree with them. I disagree with them strongly. The reason I blocked her is simple. I did not want her to have the opportunity to influence my friends. I did not want to have her the opportunity to spread her unscientific nonsense to all of you. So I blocked her. And that means she doesn't get to see any of my pretty pictures. Also means she probably won't buy my book. Thank you all. I so greatly appreciate you hanging out with me. If I'd planned this better, I would have had something pretty to follow that up with. I'm not. Oh, hey, let's do this. So let's go out with something a little more beautiful. We'll bring that in. Come on. Here we go. So this is an image. I actually sold this image to one of the people that works with my wife this week. So it's called, whoops, wrong button. Let's try this again. Da-dun-dun. All right, we'll cover up the little scratchy head guy because he's confused. Um, yeah, so as you know, try to let's end on a good note. This is an image I sold this week. It's called The Wave. I shot it in Seattle, and it's a great way to finish. So I want to thank Candy Proctor, because Candy Proctor does something that I'm not even sure she knows how much it means to me. But almost every time when I finish this show on Tuesdays at 9:30 and Fridays at 6:30 p.m., I post it up to Facebook. If you are subscribed, you get a notice that says, "Hey, David Arday has posted a new video." Almost every single time I do that, my friend Candy from Utah, she thanks me for posting it, and she tells me it's a good show or makes a comment. It's really, really important. You know, obviously you don't see any sponsors on this thing. I do put quite a bit of time in it, and I'm doing it entirely for the gratitude. I'm doing this entirely for an ego stroke. So if you want to give me a comment on my YouTube channel, I would appreciate it. If you would like to subscribe. All right, my friends, I'm enjoying the comments over here. I'm glad that you think that I did the right thing. Yeah. So thank you. Need more information about me? You are more than willing to look at davidarday.com. I have joined TikTok. I haven't posted anything yet, but my daughter's having some fun. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. That's where you'll find most of my work. It's David Arday Creative, or Random Acts of Boise is also a Instagram of mine, but I haven't been out so much. So all right, I feel as I have rambled way too much. She got under my skin. I don't really like that, and I appreciate you all. So let's go to the close. We'll play some soft music, show some pretty pictures, and I'll be out of here. Thank you, my friends. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I truly appreciate the love and generosity that you give me. If you get a chance to go down to Valentine's for AIDS at ArtChoice at 10:15 a.m., that would be wonderful. I'll be back Tuesday, except I might be on the road.